All right. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to What the F.A.Q. number 52. We've made it 1 year.
Yeah,
we only missed one, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
We should have had kazoos or some kind of fanfare or something. Or one of those little things.
Yeah, with the confetti.
Yeah. I'd love to be able
There was
to.
much rejoicing.
Yes. So welcome to episode 52. What the F.A.Q. If this is the first time you've ever been here, I'm sorry.
Or the last.
Right, that's maybe the last time as well. Well, it's funny because we broke like a new record on subscribers, and then by the end of the week, we were back in the
same exact number.
Same thing. So it's very cyclical.
Yeah.
Circular. Very circular.
Super cereal.
Super serious. So, episode 52. My name's Ike.
Dylan.
This is Dylan. Flipside Music, Denver. Yeah. So question and answer show for those of you guys know what we do here.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's really us hanging out with our normal crew.
It's us and like 9 other people.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're
getting a few more.
We're getting a few more. We get some people that comment and find us and enjoy it. Yeah. So we appreciate it. Please hit the bell, like, share some shit with your friends, do all that kind of stuff. Yeah. We'd appreciate the
the bellage.
Effort. Yeah. We appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
In today's newscast,
just like start shuffling us around to make it look like it's more than one page.
Like, ooh, all these things.
Yeah. Oh, all these things.
It's like this just in.
Just all this to say.
This just in. Oh, thank you. Oh shit.
Compared notes, just keep pulling it out of.
Right. This just in. It didn't work. We can work on camera tricks later.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start out with the first question from Colin James. Question for next time. Etsy buys reverb. Woo! That seems to be the question of the week. Etsy buys reverb. Yeah. What's going to happen? Is the world ending, as he says? I don't think so. I mean, Etsy's got a lot of juice, and I think the biggest surprise is people are like, what the hell is Etsy? Yeah,
I was going to say, it's almost like two communities that were probably equally as popular that had no
idea that they even existed.
Yeah. So it's I mean, as long as everything stays mostly the way it is, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I guess if I could see if like the percentages change, that could be a problem. But aside of that, I don't think, like you said the other day, I don't think it's that big of a deal as long as it's just a different owner now, I would think.
Right, and I think that's the big deal. It's like, are the fees going to change? They're two separate companies. I mean, companies own other companies and they operate within.
Yeah, more or less
still independently. And I mean, there's some companies that are subsidiaries in the same industry that still run as very separate companies.
Right.
So I wouldn't think that there's going to be much of a change. To be honest, it may be, maybe some of the integrations with their back of the house infrastructure stuff, as far as maybe some of the processing, some of the way things get spread out in the web.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see in terms of if I'm sure they will, maintaining like the financing programs and stuff like that.
Well, and then I mean, it's already in place. I think they're gonna I think Etsy will bring
their stuff to the table.
Add stuff to the table that maybe they've they got. Like I said, I think Etsy's got a lot of juice, and people just didn't know that.
They more or less do a very similar thing, but more with, at least in my mind, more with like DIY builders and artists and craftsmen and all kinds of stuff. Because I have a bunch of friends that make stuff and sell it on Etsy, and like that is always supplemental income. The same way guys like build pedals and sell them on Reverb, so it's not that different, and I don't think it's going to be that big of a change.
I don't think so either. I mean, there's some people that build. They make guitar straps.
Right.
And they sell them on Etsy, but they also sell it on Reverb too. So unless they start changing, the fees structure and stuff like that. I mean, Reverb said that they weren't going to, but who knows what Etsy's going to do. But, at the same time, eBay lowered their fees because Reverb was kicking their ass so bad that they're like, well, now we got to stop,
Well, and honestly, their percentage was way too much.
Well, Amazon is the same. It's highway robbery.
Well, yeah, but I mean, with used gear, you're not usually. I mean, Amazon doesn't really end up doing that. So even with the used gear, I felt like eBay was just it's more competitive now that they're back in line.
And you still have that channel. I mean, there's a lot of people that would prefer eBay, and maybe it's because of they might have more seller protections through eBay, and I know that was always been a concern for people with Reverb.
Right.
And I think, like I said, I think Etsy's going to bring some stuff to the table that's going to kind of help fill some voids that maybe Reverb didn't have before.
Yeah, and maybe open them up to a few other avenues that they hadn't had before. So
yeah, I mean, I kind of makes me wonder how it'll work with like Chicago Music Exchange.
That's what I was going to.
Because they owned it, or they didn't own it. It was the same owners. But I mean, the guy made like $43 million. So
yeah,
anybody wants to buy this place for $43 million? Ike at flipside-music.com. $43 million would be enough. I'll even throw in Dylan.
I'm worth at least 50. No,
okay. Oh yeah, you're getting money, and then we're both getting out.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, like I'm curious there too in terms of Chicago Music Exchange. To me, I guess I always assumed they kind of did it so they also had first dibs on pretty sweet used gear.
Right, but I think part of that deal has probably propelled Chicago Music Exchange further. Yeah. So there's probably a point where they're like, "Yeah, we don't need that shit anymore. Who cares?" Now they have so much juice.
What's crazy to me that they invented a marketplace, it got that big and got bought out that quickly. That's pretty surprising for this. I mean, for this industry, for something to grow that quickly.
But I think there's a trend in the marketplace that I see with all sorts of stuff. It's like Dollar Shave Club. All we do is sell you razors and shit.
Subscription
and I'm like,
type stuff. Yeah.
That's a thing? And then it's like, come down to the gold-plated toothbrush club.
Right, or even like the...
but there's like, now I'm seeing eyewear.
Right, well,
not like there wasn't
stuff
already, but it's like very specialized now. Like every other pair of sunglasses was total shit. Now look at ours. We got a 19-point blah, blah, blah program, and it's got Bluetooth and makes coleslaw.
It's an HD, even though that's not even...
Right. Yeah. Your eyes will never understand how HD is. This is like got 6K. It's 6K glasses.
Borderline real life.
Oh, before we go any further, we should probably tell them about a giveaway that we're doing.
Yeah.
Because this is episode 52, we probably should have said that in the beginning.
That's all right. So we'll do this Monty Python style. Now for something completely different.
Right. Now, so we're going to give away some stuff. It's basically some accessory stuff. We're going to give away one of these.
One of our cool new t-shirts.
Flipside. I don't know if the camera, we tried to put this camera on auto or on not auto, so
with
this
some
is
inspiration
our newest,
from the alternate flag of Canada.
Right. So this is one of our new designs. It's actually been very popular. Yeah. Actually, we got good ideas around here. So we're going to do shirts. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the bass player that would have went with the shirt because they don't make it yet, or it's not out yet.
So,
but you're also going to get yourself your very own Lemmy, Funko Lemmy.
Guaranteed to increase the tone if you put them on top of the amp.
Yep. It works every time.
Yeah. 3.7% guaranteed. Up to.
13% of the time, it works 100%. Do I always screw that up? Right?
60% of the time works every time. Yeah.
13% of the time, it works 100% for tone increasing. So, Lemmy. Along with that, we're going to get you a Flipside University koozie or cozy, depending on who you are. And we're going to do cable, Pig Hog. This is a one of their ironclad or armor clad. It's basically like, it's metal. It's like wire conduit.
Yeah, it's pretty great, like from running from the pedal board to the amp, especially if you're on stages where people are stepping on stuff. It's more or less what it's intended for.
Yeah.
Durability.
So great little, this is what is this, 10 foot?
Yeah.
There you go. So we're going to do that, and we'll throw in some stickers. We got this guy right here. This one will probably be our next picture, or our next shirt, or one of ours. So we're going to do that, and then that's the giveaway. How are we going to do the giveaway? What do we want to do? Okay.
Well, do we either do Rush trivia or Motorhead trivia?
I say we just pick a number, make it easy. Like we used to do, remember?
Okay. Well, how about that number?
Is that the same number on all of them?
Yes.
Now we gave it away.
Well, no, they don't know that though.
They might.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Well, now I think we gave.
We don't even.
Now
know,
you've given everything away. Don't fight a land war in Asia. Don't bet a Sicilian when there's death on the line. Okay, so we're gonna do like we used to do with Free Shit Friday.
Okay.
So pick a number between 1 and 1,500. Whoever is the closest to that number, you got to put it in the comment section. Right. Okay.
And then we'll do a random.
And then we'll use a random number generator, which I still think I have on my phone, to pick the number. Now, whoever's closest to the number, it doesn't matter up or down.
Yeah. Well,
whoever's closest wins this fabulous prize pack from Flipside Music, Denver location. Only location.
Well, I don't know. We should.
Only Denver location.
People always ask us if we got other locations.
I wish we did.
You never know.
You never know. Yeah. So just pick a number between 1 and 1,500. Put it in the comment section below. Feel free to tag some friends if you would like to, or something like that. Spread the word. You know, come on. Yeah. It doesn't hurt. So that's it. That's how you're gonna give. That's how you'll win this stuff. Yeah. All right. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Pack. Yeah. All right. Reverend Richard Dimdingus Palmer. Earplugs. When do you know you need them?
Before you go deaf.
Yeah, that's a good starting point. Yeah, for me, I mean, I think with practice, if you're leaving practice and your ears hurt or your head's buzzing, you need earplugs.
So, yes.
Because, yeah, like, eventually, because that's ear damage, and you do that enough times, and that's it.
Which is in your brain.
Right.
So then you have, so consequently, by association, you have brain damage.
Yeah.
And that's not good. No matter how many times we've been accused of it, you're not.
No matter how fun it seems.
Right. We are not brain damage.
No matter how fun we make it look.
So, well, we practice at a practice spot really close, and there's actually a room in there that every time we practice in that room, I walk out and my ears hurt. But we have other rooms that I've played in where we can have the amps on. We're playing at a good. You know, nothing too crazy. We're not playing at 120 decibels.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
We're playing at at a band volume, and I'll walk away and I'm fine. Yeah. But there's something in that one room. It hurts me every time.
I think it's the way, like, when you're in a really small room, the way things are bouncing off, the way things are getting overly emphasized, especially like if the cymbals are too close to a wall, that kills me. Like whenever they're really close to a wall and there's nothing on that wall to break it up. Yeah, because it comes back, you're almost getting it double. Like, I
think usually where I stand in the room, I'm kind of in the corner. And I think I'm just getting
it's all just
where it's happening, and it's killing me.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I mean, I would say earplugs. Anytime like you're noticing your ears are ringing or are uncomfortable, that's when you need them. And then band dependent, like genre dependent, I guess, because I would assume like blues bands and even some jam bands, you might not need them just because you might not get it to that volume, but if you're in a rock band, metal band, punk band, you probably need them every practice.
Cranking it up. Yeah. All right, so moving on, we got Ben Coombs, Flipside Summer NAMM representative, discussion topic.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
Well, he was there for the Summer NAMM show, so I just put it in as he was happy to be our representative at the Summer NAMM show this year.
So we would personally like to thank our preferred YouTube representative and YouTuber, Ben Coombs. If you don't know who Ben Coombs is, go check out his channel. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he had a bunch of coverage about the Summer NAMM show, a bunch of stuff there, and he ended up repping our shirts, and he had one of our badges for the show. So,
was our stinking badges? Yeah, it's one of our stinking badges.
But yeah, he was Flipside in absentia.
Yeah. Wherever that is. Is that near?
It's southern Italy. Yeah,
is that Europe?
It's just past Sicily.
It's on the south side of the boot.
Yeah.
On the south side of the boot.
yeah, it's like the heel. Yeah.
We brought the Canadian thing back around. Yeah. It's down near the boot. So Ben asks us too. Question for you fine gents. Is there a brand of guitar out there that are still under the radar as a result are great bang? Okay.
Basically sleeper. Are there sleeper brands out there that are great bang for the buck?
I still think G&L, even though people know them and they've been around for a long time.
40 years.
Yeah. I still think that G&Ls are a sleeper brand.
Yeah, because that's the people. That's who come, or people come in the most, see that brand and don't realize like the history behind it. That's probably the most common in here.
And the thing is sometimes they'll prefer that over, maybe the other brand that Leo had.
Right.
But well, yeah, it's all depends. It's all feel and people's opinion. How they like stuff. But I still think that G&L is just one of those brands that lives under the radar.
Yes, I think they're finally doing some things to get above that, but yes, I would say like for a company to have been around as long as they have, they are remarkably still underground in terms of people just knowing who they are and even knowing that they're related to Fender. Because I mean, like we always say, they're more Fender than Fender, really, in a way. In terms of a direct connection to Leo, and I mean, a lot of the models they're releasing are still, his designs that he just never really got to do when he was still alive. So, to me, like that's a cool connection, and they're kind of an updated version of Fender. So, like if you like a Fender and you want something that has some modern features to it and progressed past the '60s, I feel like that's where G&L comes in.
Yeah, they got different options. I like them. I got one.
Yeah,
I play one.
I would say, yeah, they are for sure. I mean, a few years back, I would have said Michael Kelly, but I'm not even sure really where they're at these days. So, I would say G&L is a better, in terms of their QC, what they offer, the models they're offering, all the way around. I think they're a better bang for the buck than most brands in that price range.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. I think I want to pick Reverend. I think a Reverend is another one, but I think the word is out. I think people.
I was gonna say, yeah, they don't seem underground to me.
I think they're still kind of under the radar to some people, but I think people that
to like the classic enthusiasts.
Yeah, maybe. And people that really play, and I think even younger folks are kind of going, this has a different styling, and then the way they, some of the attributes they have with their guitars are really attractive to a lot of people. I mean, you're using Carina or White Limba.
Right.
The bass contour knobs, the hardware and all the stuff that they do and how they
and having lots of models with lots of different pickup combos. Yeah. Like that way everybody gets what they want, and it's not, you get the body you want with the pickups you want with the feature set you want or the hardware. I mean, so it's like it. Yeah, and I think honestly, like they're one of the few brands too that you can run out. Like you buy it day one, you could run out and gig with it
that night, easy, without modification.
Right? Yeah, because you already got like locking tuners, you already got great hardware in terms of the bridges and the trems
and the wiring. Right. I mean, their tolerances are tight on the wiring. It's got treble bleed.
Yeah, they do the treble bleed.
Like, all the shit that all the stuff that you would do normally do is kind of already done. Yeah. So I mean, I still would pick. I would say Reverend and G&L, even though they have a great reputation and people know them, I still think that those are pretty good bang for the buck.
Yeah.
Because Reverend, I think you're getting a guitar that's about $900. Yes, it's built overseas, but it's
that's a similar range quality to like the higher end of ESP stuff. So it's like, to me, they're in that, but they have like a little bit of classic stuff, they have a little bit of modern, and they meet in the middle in a good way. And
all the stuff is there. Everything you do. I got 2 Reverends. And I love both of them. They both do different things.
Yes.
And they're awesome.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm going.
Driddle. This one was technically last week, but I figured it was a good one for you. What's in your current rig?
Rig.
So this is from Driddle. He asked it last week, so Dave and I kind of did it in the live one, but I figured since you didn't get to do it, it'd be a good one for you.
All right. Well, so I'm in a little bit of a flux ish, because I'm kind of working on a cover band, and I'm doing some stuff with them and just kind of figuring stuff out, but I like to keep it simple. So to be honest, I got a Blues Deluxe is kind of my main amplifier, but I've been kind of messing around with a Pro Junior that we actually had as a trade-in, and I really dig it because I used it at practice, and I'm like, you know what? This could be usable. Now we're playing just kind of straight ahead, rock and roll, bluesy type stuff. So, and most of the places that we've played so far, PA. So they're kind of like, can you turn it down? Yeah. And you put a Blues Deluxe. Yeah, can you Blues Deluxe on almost noise? Kind of blows because it's got to cook a little bit. So that Pro Junior, I could turn that up a little bit and get a little bit of a little bit of tubey warmness. That's nice. We'll see. I'm working on it. But I just got a tuner, a wah. I have the Crybaby Mini wah. Then I use the Sweet Honey Overdrive, and I use the Dude by J Rocket, and then I have a Dispatch Master from Earthquaker
For delay and reverb.
for delay and reverb. I just a little touch of reverb or touch of delay, and then the reverb's there. Well, the reverb's there really because of the Pro Junior doesn't have reverb. So
yeah.
So I'll switch it if I'm using the Blues Deluxe. I'll turn the reverb off and just use a little bit of the delay, and then I kind of switch it depending on the amp.
That makes sense. That's why that's a good pedal too for that. Yeah.
And then my main guitar right now is basically GNL ASAC Classic.
Yeah.
I'm using that. I have my Fender Made in Mexico Telecaster with the Richie Kotzen DiMarzio set.
Oh yeah.
So, and then I have my Reverend Flat Rock standard. Those are the three that I use probably the most. It kind of depends on
kind of the 3 number ones.
Yeah, it kind of depends.
Yeah.
But those are 3 number ones.
They're all good.
And then I have Right now those are the 3. Yeah. And then there's a close fourth is my Texas Toast.
We should do like
Duchess of the Orient, but that one's bulkier, and I'm still trying to work. I'm still working with it. We
should do like some house rig rundowns, maybe where we do it for everybody in the shop. That'd be kind of fun.
We could do that.
Yeah, we'll do some small videos. Because that way too. Because I was thinking like if I had to go through every pedal on the board and what I use it for, like we'd be here for a long time.
Lunch. Yeah. Get one of them Cliff Bars.
Yeah.
For many reasons.
Oh yeah, just
you need a Cliff Bar maybe to get through to get to the video, or a Cliff Bar like
you climb climb the mountain of tone with me.
I'm done with this. All right, where are we at? All right, we're getting long.
How much time we got left? We got a few minutes left. All right. Another question from Driddle for this week was coolest modulation on your pedal wall and why? And I forgot a space there, but
I would say coolest modulation on the pedal wall.
Just tough.
It's there's too many. So I like
lately I've been loving the Unicorn for like the Univibe stuff. I guess if I had a pick, I don't know. The Chase Bliss Warped Vinyl, even though I'm like, I don't think I'd really use it. I really love like what it does. I love the way it sounds. It's not something I'd use, but I think it's awesome.
I was going to kind of say like Enzo, Hydra.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Maybe the Enzo for me. I'm going to go with similar answers. Like I got new use for that damn thing.
Right.
But it's super. Every time
you hear
plug it in, we're like, man,
it's so cool.
That thing sounds awesome. I got no use for it though.
Yeah, the Hydra was actually that way not too.
The Hydra,
because that was another one. Like it sounds amazing, but I just don't know that I'd really
asking by Maris.
Yeah, I just don't know that I don't know that I would personally use it other than for like something very briefly,
or an
like
intro,
an intro or outro or an interlude or something. Actually, in a stereo rig, I could see it being kind of cool because you could have one thing kind of churning on one side while you're still playing. Yeah.
So that's my answer. All right, one last one. We got Raimundo Pereira. Raimundo Pereira. All right,
that's delay pedal.
That is a cool name. I want that name.
Best delay pedal. I think he means like maybe our opinions on it, or maybe best one we have in the house. So I'm not sure, but
so for something simple, I still like the carbon copy.
I love the Mr. Echo from Sib. Yeah, it's still my go-to.
That one's really good.
It's kind of
that one's really awesome.
Yeah, it's very similar to the carbon copy, but it's almost like if you took like the Echoplex delay, the Echoplex preamp, and shoved them together in one tight package that's similar to tight package.
I was gonna let it float, man.
Well, no, it's like
let it go.
It's gotten to the point that like if I say it and I can't make it through, then I know you're not going to. But anyway, it basically gets it in a nice tight package.
Tight package.
And but the boost alone on like the Sib to me is just like you could buy it just for the boost and it's amazing.
Yeah, I might have to experiment with a little bit of that too.
It's quirky though too. Like that's the thing. Like if you want a delay that's perfect and pristine, it's not the one for you. Because it's almost like you got a messed up tape delay.
It's kind of got a warble.
Yeah, it's like it's always just a little wonky, but that's what I really like about it.
That's because it's very reminiscent of how we do things here.
Exactly.
It's a little wonky.
A little
but
wonky.
Get the job done.
It's wonky.
That's wonky donkey. All right, is that it?
Yeah, Mr. Penguin. Hey.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Stopping by.
Hey, buddy. All right, so let's. So you guys know, once again, if you just jumped in,
Don't forget about the giveaway.
So Lemmy, Ironclad thing,
Cobbler.
this guy, one of those, T-shirt, very nasty.
You know, it's funny. The koozies are like the most awkward thing that ever comes up in terms of things we try to give away.
Oh,
'Cause I feel like when I ask people, sometimes they look at me like koozie, like you're offering them a cookie. Oh yeah, hot sauce. There
and
you
we
go.
got a bottle of hot sauce, which is out of focus. This whole thing might be out of focus.
Hopefully not.
This whole thing's out of order. So, and a bottle of hot sauce. This is Flipside Music hot sauce.
All that and a bottle of hot sauce.
Right, all this in a bottle of sauce. Hot licks. Good for your eggs.
Yeah. Put it. We're gonna get the salami edition so that you can put it on your strings.
Yeah, that's the salami string lube. Salami string lube.
We just send like 5
Something
slices
sounds-
of salami. Yeah.
Something sounds so wrong with that. Hey, come on down to Flipside Music. Get your salami string lube. It's
Well, salami and lube in the same like
It's-
grouping of words just doesn't work.
It's I the salami string lube. We can't print that. We gotta cut that out, right?
Well, no.
We don't cut it.
Yeah.
We don't cut nothing out. We don't cut
It's the
nothing.
flip side way.
Right. Sorry if your kids were listening. They shouldn't. All right, well, we got to go. I think we're running out of juice here
We have to
anyway.
open too, maybe.
So, yeah, we should probably open the store. So, thanks, guys. We appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys next episode, Season 2, Episode 1 of What the F.A.Q. See you guys
on the
on the
flip
flip
side.
side.